All right, today we're gonna be talking about how to stay out of back pain, what you should do that's gonna make your body feel better in the long run, and what you shouldn't do. So if you're ready, let's get ready to think right, move right, and feel right. All right, Boney, so today we got an email from Donald, who is a student of the Back Pain Fix program, which you can find at uprighthealth.com/DIY.
What's Donald have to say?
So Donald was doing phase 2 of the Back Pain Fix program, and he was noticing certain exercises were really helping him, and he says, and I quote, "Is it possible for Matt to point me to things that he would feel based on his experience, knowledge, and good looks, smiley face,
Oh, I see why we're reading this.
would most likely be more helpful to me beyond the actual course? I just wonder, as some of the mobility I feel much less benefit from, while others much more. Knowing that these movements are good and these others are not as good, what past the program, what besides the program would be good? Thank you." So it's very clear that Donald is smart and astute with this question.
Oh, please, it's just flattering you.
While that may be true, he has a really good question, and it's one that comes up for a lot of people. What can you do? What are the good things? What are the bad things that'll keep you out of back pain? So let's talk about the very first thing you can do to keep yourself out of back pain.
Strategy number 1.
Identify the things that actually hurt you, the things that make your back hurt, and start figuring out why they hurt and how you can either limit the amount of time you're doing those things or improve your body's ability to handle doing those things for the amount of time that you need to do them. Let's say you discover that sitting in a car for 8 hours at a time really hurts your back. You have a couple things you can do to make sure your back doesn't hurt. You can try to reduce the amount of time that you spend sitting in the car without any break. That would be a great short-term solution and probably also a medium and long-term solution. But some people don't have the choice to reduce the amount of time they're driving, and in that case, you definitely need to make sure you work on the other side of the equation, which is to build up your body's resilience to sitting in the car so long.
Well, how would you do that?
You would do that by exercising, by stretching, figuring out what muscles on your body are really weak, are really stiff, are really short, and making sure that you train your body to counteract the effects of being stuck in a car that long. When you combine those two strategies of limiting the noxious input and increasing the positive counteracting training, then you are going to feel better over time. In Donald's case, one of the mobility workouts he was doing really focused on the inner thigh muscles. And for a lot of us, inner thigh muscles just get really weak and useless because we never actually do anything that requires strong adduction. He found that activating the inner thigh muscles really helped him reduce his back pain, and that's why he wanted to keep doing that one specific workout more often, because it was just like a magic bullet for him.
So, should everybody do inner thigh exercises?
Not everybody, but a lot of people should be thinking about whether they are training their inner thigh muscles, their outer hip muscles, their thighs in the front or in the back, their calves, everything. A lot of our modern lives are really sedentary, so a lot of muscles get really weak, and that results in our back muscles having to just stiffen up to make us feel somewhat stable.
Now find that beat.
My back doesn't feel too stiff.
I don't know if your back feels anything, honestly.
Let's talk about strategy number 2.
Strategy number 2 is to shift your mindset away from what's good, what's bad, and start focusing on what looks cool, inspiring, and fun and energizing.
Sounds like you're talking about a weekend at a winery.
You don't even drink.
But I know a skeleton who does.
Dude, she's not even single and she's not interested in you. Hey, I just want to take one quick second to say a huge thanks to Jaleel, Margaret, Megan, Linda, and Sandra for your donations via PayPal. I really appreciate the support, and if you want to support this channel too, use the PayPal or Patreon links you'll find in the description box, or use the join and thanks buttons you'll find on YouTube. Back on topic, we want to look for activities, sports, whatever it is that really makes you feel excited. Years ago, the thing that gave me the most excitement was playing ice hockey, being a goalie, getting hit by pucks, stretching my body out, and just generally feeling miserable anytime anybody outsmarted me and put a puck behind me. And over the years, I realized I was getting too frustrated and stressed out by that, and it was difficult for me to recover properly from that sport. But I found that surfing, indoor rock climbing, mountain biking, even trying to learn how to skateboard on a surf skate are all really interesting for me, and they present interesting new challenges for me physically and mentally. And those challenges force me to develop and learn how to use my body in different ways. If you get lost only in strategy 1, where you're looking at the good things and the bad things, the things that aggravate and the things that relieve, then you lose sight of the bigger picture, which is your body is here to develop and to meet challenges that you presented. And if you want to grow beyond just being in pain on and off, you have to grow beyond just that limited worldview. You have to see yourself as somebody who's capable of doing much more. You want to be able to get up and down off the floor. You want to be able to touch your toes. You want to be able to do whatever random motions you see another human being doing. The reality is all human beings should be able to do roughly the same kinds of things and movements. Some of us are more stiff than others. Some are more muscular. Some are way more flexible than other people, so you have different starting points and it can be harder or easier to achieve certain activities. But there are some basics, like being able to get down into a deep squat so you can poo in the woods. Or being able to bend forward and touch the ground so you can pull weeds or tie your shoes, or dig for tubers, or play Minecraft on your phone while stretching out your back.
Can you even play Minecraft on your phone?
I don't actually know. I've never played Minecraft. I just thought it was something that people know about. We don't all have the time or resources or even the bodies to train to do circus tricks like one-arm pull-ups or one-arm handstands, but we do all have the time and the responsibility to make sure that our bodies are reasonably functional so we can do basic human stuff like picking stuff off the ground or jumping off screen.
Show off.
No matter what age you are, you should be thinking about your long-term goals for your own body. Do you anticipate being just stiff and constantly on the edge of pain forever? If so, that's where you're gonna end up. But if you follow my advice and be a little more ambitious and decide, hey, I wanna be somebody who can hike 6 miles or 10 miles, or I wanna be somebody who can run 5 miles and still be able to tie my own shoes the next day. Or I want to be somebody who can surf reasonably well.
Never gonna happen, man.
Man, you can't even catch whitewater waves.
I could catch more waves than you.
So if you have back pain right now, it's important to first identify what's triggering you and then identify what muscle imbalances you can fix so that those issues are not so strong and intense that they put you in intense pain. That is very important in the short and medium term, but in the medium and long term, you need to use strategy 2, which is to find something that inspires you. Find something that really makes you want to develop your body into something that's more strong and mobile, and then work towards that very specific goal day by day, week by week.
Will all your progress be linear?
Absolutely not. Your progress will not be linear. You will have good days and you will have bad days, and you will find that some days you are amazing. You feel fantastic, and the next week you might feel like, why am I so stiff? And I guess I'm permanently broken.
It's okay, man. Don't cry on camera.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm okay. I'm okay. When you see a gymnast or a dancer or any other athlete doing something really physically amazing, remember that they have put in a lot of time and training and practice to be able to achieve that level of coordination and performance. Yes, they may have some genetic blessings that help them fire their muscles better or develop more muscle quicker.
Or maybe they do steroids.
But no matter what, they have to put in the time to practice and hone their skills. And every human motion, every human movement is a skill that you can improve on. So I encourage you to go out and find some inspiration and learn how to move your body in the way that you dream of.
And remember, it doesn't always have to make sense. You can just do whatever you think feels fun and looks interesting.
And don't let anyone hit you with the physically feeble fallacy.
Remind me what that is again?
The physically feeble fallacy is when somebody who is themselves physically feeble and unable to help you achieve your goals wants to convince you and tries really hard to convince you that you're trying to achieve your goal is pointless or impossible.
Turn back, Sarah.
So haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate. So whatever your dream motion is, go after it. Learn which muscles are involved and learn how to train those muscles so you can do what you want to do. Always think muscles, ATM, and don't get sidetracked by the physically feeble fallacy. If you're looking for a program to help you solve your back pain yourself, go to uprighthealth.com/DIY and check out the Back Pain Fix program. If you're looking for videos to inspire you and help you achieve some challenging but very basic human goals, check out these videos here. To support this channel, use the Patreon or PayPal links you'll find in the description box, or use the join and thanks buttons on YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe with the bell notification on, and as always, I hope you remember that pain sucks. Life shouldn't.